Cardio sucks. I don't like running, I hate stairs, and I will never use a cycling machine. But apparently, you need to be healthy.
Zone 2.
A little bit of cycling, a little bit of jogging.
So instead of constantly torturing myself, I've decided to commit to 30 days of commuting by bicycle. And it changed my life. It completely changed my life.
Don't know me, son!
Unfortunately, the only bike I had was 11 years old. I bought it when I was 13. And even though the bike was too small and it rained on me the first time I cycled, I was pumped. First day of this challenge, let's go. And I was ready for the cycle. I even prepared the brakes as much as I could. But 5 minutes after me saying, "For now it's good," actually, my tire popped. I didn't even record it because I thought that I would quit this stupid ass challenge, not do cardio ever again, and I almost did. But Mama ain't raised no quitter, and with my soft hands, I fixed the tires. Don't pop, please. And my first actual commute to the job was ecstatic. Turns out I was doing this cardio stuff wrong.
Man, it's hard to walk.
Because I was trying to improve my health. And even though I measured my resting heart rate and blood pressure, improving them isn't exciting. But when I started measuring speeds,
Average speed 19.4. What the fuck, boy?
couple it with the fact that I just quit games and I didn't have this free excessive dopamine, I became so addicted. I was looking at bike parts, how to pedal the right way, how to train. So when my family invited me to plant potato, I wasn't surprised when my sick and twisted mind decided to... tomorrow, we are gonna go and ride 100 kilometers. And after packing all the necessary stuff and having a light breakfast, I was ready to go. I think we'll manage to do that in 8 hours. The tires are still there. That's good. That's it. Bye. I never knew that I looked that goofy on a bicycle, but at the time I was pumped.
A 0th kilometer, everything is just purely amazing. I have a lot of powers and let's go. Not even first 10 kilometers and this is not a road. Shit. Where am I? Is that a horse? This is a horse. Sheesh. First like 15 kilometers. Feels good, but you know what? My ears are freezing. Life is good. Life is good. Alright, man. I won't go over 60, I promise.
And every opportunity I had to stop, I did. Not only because I was grossly underprepared for that, but also because when a 20-ton semi-truck runs near you, you kinda need to stop and reevaluate your life decisions.
Life is good. Oh, my ass hurts. Hills. I love them. Alright. Not bad. Not bad.
So here was like a whole village, but now there's only one bench left. More hills? Are you serious?
25 kilometers to go. 25, that's nothing. 23 kilometers. Muchos gracias, senora. That's the road for the next 23 kilometers. How cool is that? Oh, блядь.
In these 100 kilometers, I sped up my learning process by a lot.
I got so proficient that right now I could go without my hands, even on hill. Not touching, not touching. No, I have balls. 4 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 1 kilometer. Holy shit! 100 kilometers, boys. We did it. No, oh no, my back hurts, my wrist hurts, my knees hurt, my quads are just gone. So my family asked me the other day, Grisha, how are you gonna be able to wake up and go to the fields after this fucking 100 kilometer run? 6 kilometer cycle. And I said, bitch, I was born on this potato field.
The first 100-kilometer cycle was complete. I rode the whole thing in 6 hours and 32 minutes, and the average speed was 15.3 kilometers. And since I recorded the trip, I wanted to beat my previous speed. That's pretty obvious. And I did everything to get it. I got better gear, I actually researched how to train. Not pedal to the metal bullshit, but zone to cardio. Rest days.
Leg recover.
I actually started thinking smart about this and not just ego lifting my way through cycling. But as usual, not everything went according to the plan. About a month into my cycling journey, my knees started to hurt.
Yeah, my knees are hurting right now.
And at first I was coping. Let me do a couple of exercises and it will fix everything. But the main issue wasn't that I converted my knees into a daily driver. The problem was my cycling position. The bike was just too small for me.
I'm barely
And I couldn't ride it anymore. And essentially I had to make a grown-up decision that might have not sounded that funny, but I took a loan and bought a new bike. And I watched every single video there is about choosing a new bike. So I was sure that gravel fits me perfectly. But something wasn't right.
Bruh, this is not comfortable at all. This is like that.
My knees felt amazing, but my arms were weirdly stretched. The back hurt. And it was extremely uncomfortable being so high in the air.
This is so scary.
To make matters worse, I couldn't return this bike. So I had no other option but to cycle some more. And more. And more.
Shit. Fast.
I got used to this weird cycling position and started loving it. One thing I couldn't get used to though is cycling in the rain.
So much water that the house started leaking. It would be a nice ride.
And the commute itself isn't so bad. In fact, it can be quite therapeutic. What I hated is arriving at a place and being soaking wet. But it made me realize, if I treat it like a big deal, then it spoils my entire day. But if I make a couple of jokes... Good morning, and that's me, Mr. Wet Cheeks. You feel great?
Bring it on!
Winter commutes are something else though. I wasn't fazed by cold temperatures. I could stomach sleeping a couple of times.
Oh shit.
But 40% of the time,
You don't see the falling snow, but I see it, and it's majestic.
instead of me riding a bike, it was me carrying
Cycling
a bike.
in the winter is very fun. What the? This is so good. This is incredible.
But winter comes and goes, and the only permanent thing was my will to beat my previous record. And while training for it, I might have almost had a car crash.
I just ate shit.
Because at this point, I kind of started disliking my job, and I got called on a day off, and I was quite furious. To release my anger not on my boss, but somewhere else, I started pedaling downstream very, very fast. And then out of the bushes, the car is like, "Hello, sir." So I instinctively hit on the brakes. But I was going so fast that my bike wasn't slowing down, but it was like... I would have crashed. I would definitely have crashed. But thankfully, my brain calculated everything and I steered to the left. Ended up busting my tire, but at least I didn't die, you know?
I fucking brake with my leg.
Oh, and I fucked up my bike. But remember how at the beginning of the challenge I was scared of touching the dirty bicycle? Well, before the second ride to the village, I've read that if you boil your chain in wax, you get faster. So I spent 3 hours of my free time boiling the chain.
Al dente.
Damn, if we go there, I started treating my bikes better than the ladies. And finally, it was time for the grand race to the village. I lightened up my bike as much as I could, and you can see the excitement on my face. The game plan to beating my time was simple.
Well, 100 kilometer starts right now.
More cycling, less rest.
Bruh, no cows for good luck. That's where I stopped the first time. But right now, I don't want to stop. Bruh, this is gonna be a short cycle. I'm not even gassed, and I'm already turning. What? Shut up and cycle, bitch! We need better time. Woo, baby! Good roads! No, baby! No! But look at this. This looks good. Bro, this is such a nice spot. All of my blood had come to the legs. Brain has not. Spin the pedals! They don't know me, son. They do not know me, son. Son, they do not know me. Hey, and uphill. You don't know me, son. They do not know me, son. They don't know me, son. They don't know me, son. They do not know me, son. They don't know me, son. Son, they don't know me. Son! 2 kilometers! Son! They don't know me, son. 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 We're home. Son. They don't know me, son.
And I achieved my goal. I rode the whole thing in 5 hours and 12 minutes. In fact, I achieved another one of my goals, and my resting heart rate is now at 57. It used to be 60, which is kind of a big deal. And thanks to that, my ears don't pop anymore when I lift heavy things. So this challenge made me a healthy person. A healthier person, that's for sure. But brother, I couldn't care less. Because I believe that cycling is my first hobby. It is not a thing I'm doing to escape the reality. It's not a thing I'm doing because somebody else tells me to do. It's just me wanting to spin the pedals. Let's ride 100 kilometers. Who does that shit? Nobody. And weirdly enough, I think I was born for cycling. Like the whole body composition, my ass barely hurts only after the first rides and the first trip to the village. That's because I have such a fatty, but still. So dudes, just go and do something. What are you doing with your life? Watching a 200 subscriber YouTube channel. Huh? Nothing better to do? There's so many things you haven't experienced, you know? Guys, do something, please.
Do it! You can do it!
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and I love you. Bye.